Hi Sunflowers, welcome to another new movie review. I am going to be reviewing Knock at the Cabin, directed by M. Night Shyamalan, in this video. And as always, a few disclaimers. I do not own the rights to any of the music you hear or any of the pictures you see. I did get them all from the World Wide Web, the internet. Another thing is that yes, there will be spoilers, so if you haven't watched the movie, please do watch it before seeing this. If you haven't watched the movie and don't want me to spoil the movie for you, please go watch it before watching this. I think we're done with the major disclaimers for now. Let's get into the actual review. I will be giving a few of my opinions. I might not do a play-by-play of the entire movie. As always, I am not here to give a play-by-play of the plot with the details. No, I'm going to just give you my opinions, my thoughts, maybe a few mistakes I saw, stuff like that. And so, let's dive in. One thing that I have to mention in the beginning is that I had not watched any of M. Night Shyamalan's movies before this, so my hopes were held really high after watching a few of his interviews and few of recommendations that you hear from fellow celebrities when he is being interviewed. And so that's why my hopes were high. So if I do disappoint, that might be one of the reasons. I'm sorry in advance. Another thing is that I was so happy to see Rupert Grint in this movie, being a Potterhead and seeing him as Ron Weasley for all these years, and now watching him in a different role did give a kind of nice little, splash of flavor. So that is another thing. Now let's get into the review without any other further distractions. The first thing is that M. Night Shyamalan, from what I have gauged, from what I read online or what I've seen online of his interviews, is known for giving a twist. Yes, I'm getting into the end of it before the beginning, so my apologies, but it had to be mentioned. I didn't get that major twist. The actual final thing, I was expecting it to take a different turn, if not a U, at least a right or left, but it just kept going straight and straight and straight, and I didn't get that twist till the very end. So that was one thing. And another thing is that each of the horsemen, I'm using quotes, you cannot see me, but yes, I am using finger quotes, air quotes. Why did each of the horsemen get a few minutes? When they said no, when the two people at home said no, why did each of the horsemen get, a few minutes to gather their surroundings? Why were each of them given a few minutes to, prepare and show that entire performance? Like each of the times Eric and Andrew or either one of them said no, why were they given a few minutes to, get ready and all that? Why wasn't it done, immediately splat? That was one of my questions. And the visions that they kept talking about, I would have liked it if we could have seen those visions, at least a glimpse of it. It was all left to our imagination, and who knew what it was like? Because yes, true, they were keeping up the suspense and building it up by not showing us the visions of the actual, the pandemic or the tsunami or the calamities that were happening. That's fine. But why didn't they show us the vision of, how they met each other, how they were shown where to go and who to talk to and stuff like that? Why wasn't that shown? That was one thing. The question about Redmond, him being actually O'Bannon, why was that not cleared? I don't realize the significance of that, because it just left me as an audience member, and I'm sure a lot of other people, with a few more questions than actually necessary. So, why did he change his name? Or why was he carrying a fake identity card or something? Just throw something at us necessary. That was another question I had. The next one is tsunami footage. How did they get that tsunami footage? Was it being recorded live? Was it like a live streamer who just left their camera on? And is that footage still going somewhere? Like, what? How did they even do that? Because at the end they show water completely overpowering that camera, and sadly, probably that person as well. So how did they even show the tsunami footage? Was that? Why was the third person, the third horseman's death so major? It was like she was, you know, shot. She almost loses her leg, and then, like she, and then she's shot by Andrew, and then at the end Leonard like kills her, and I don't know why she still had to be killed by the actual you know, axe. Why was it even necessary? I mean, for for Adrian and Redmond, okay, yeah, but Sabrina was shot. She had a bullet wound. She had a gun shot at her. Why did she have to be killed just to make it? You know, I don't know. That just didn't make sense. Um, and a major one that I still blows my mind in the most horrific ways. How did they film all this with a child? This was an A-rated movie. Children under 18 were not allowed to watch it. Then how did they film it showing a 7-year-old Ren? I mean, whether or not she's 7 years old in real life or not, the actress, she's definitely a child. She's definitely under 10. I can probably gauge that. Why was it allowed that she was there? Okay, they could have kept her to, you know, build it up, and then they could have just like sent her to her room and, you know, kept it at that, so that she's at least not shown to us, and they like give her earphones or something and like tell her to go away. They do that, like near the end and a little bit at the beginning, but I think they could have done that for the entire, you know, all that horrific killings as well, because otherwise, how the heck did they film with a child? And another thing, which is probably a contrast to what I just said, is there are a lot of Indian movies which show more horrific, gory scenes, and still children are allowed to watch. So I don't know why this had that A rating and why several other ones, like, for example, which I have done a review for, Veera Simha Reddy, a Telugu movie, had horrific murder scenes. But why was it not given an A rating? I have no idea. So like I said, I'm contrasting both my statements, but if they allowed a child actress to watch it, okay, you can give the argument that, you know, well, she was an actress, maybe she didn't see all the things, you know. It's cinema, it's showbiz, there's going to be a lot of editing, probably it wasn't as gory. Okay, fine. If that's the case, then we could have allowed, you know, children with at least parental guidance or something like that. But again, I digress. This kind of ends my review, but I do want to mention just one more thing that was an afterthought. This was something I figured out later after watching the movie. I recently was able to watch Modern Family. The review will be out soon, as soon as I can possibly do. And so I was just guessing, was the concept of Eric and Andrew a gay couple with an Asian child? When was that concept taken from Modern Family? This is a question I put directly to you, M. Night Shyamalan, I guess. And that is that. We have come to the end of this review. I hope you liked it. I hope you like it. And if you do, please mention it. You can give your comments below. Any comment is welcome with open arms. Your subscription will be an encouragement, and you can always ring the bell to get notified when I do give a new video. Please share with anyone who is interested, and I hope you all watch the spoilers and all that, and I hope you all do listen to my disclaimers. So I hope you liked my review. Enjoy more to come in the future. Have a great day, sunflowers. Keep smiling, and I will see you in my next video. I have a lot of reviews coming up and another set of fun things for you all, so you can keep a lookout for it. Bye!